One of the types of motion sickness I'd like to talk about right now is the power of our imagination. I'll never forget a patient I had who had been dizzy for quite some time, quite intelligent person, had been to all types of different specialties to figure out the cause of the dizziness. She couldn't figure out why she was dizzy, and I had hung those top of the rock pictures up in my room. I got them from New York City at the Rockefeller building, and I thought for sure that those top of the rock pictures would encourage people and give them a sense of hope that, wow, look how good our balance can be, that men can stand on these beams and build these giant buildings. And I just thought it'd be a piece of inspiration. So I hung these pictures up on the wall and couldn't wait for my first patient to see them. And sure enough, it was this person that I'm telling you about. She sat down, and the first thing she said when she walked in the room, she said, "Oh, I can't look at those pictures." She got like this disgusted look on her face, and I was so disappointed because I thought, this is the exact opposite of what I was hoping to accomplish. And here it turned out, I said, "What do you mean? What's wrong?" And she said, "I can't look at those pictures." I said, "Why? What's wrong?" She said, "It just gives me a feeling of dizziness." And I said, "You mean, what do you mean dizziness? The same kind of dizziness you're having that you're here to see me for?" She said, "Yes." She said, "When I look at those pictures, it reproduces my symptoms." And I thought, well, that's actually great because we figured out what's wrong. And I went on to explain that as you're sitting there and you see these pictures, your brain can't separate reality from the picture. So her eyes could see the picture, her imagination and her memory of what it felt like to be up high at some point in time kicked in and was way stronger than what her body was telling her, that her rear end muscles, her skin, everything that was being compressed as she was sitting in that chair. Her brain wasn't listening to any of that. Her brain wasn't even listening to the conscious awareness that I know I'm not up there on that beam. But there was this disagreement between what she knew to be true and what her eyes told her to be true. And that disagreement actually triggered what I believe was somewhat of a vasovagal reaction in her body, activating the sympathetic nervous system and giving her these yucky, motion sicky type